So I want to show you this because it's kind of cool. It seems like Kevin Feige might be up to his old tricks, and I, for one, am absolutely here for it, okay? So the first 30 minutes of the Fantastic Four First Steps was screened at a fan event in Brazil. The social media embargo will lift on July 8th. Here's just one little reaction here. This guy says, no one is prepared. There are other reactions I saw out there that are equally as crazy. People seemed to have absolutely fucking loved the first 30 minutes of the Fantastic Four. Now, the reason this is so interesting is because Fantastic Four and Superman are in conflict with each other. I know there's a lot of people, including Gunn, that might want to act like they are not, but they are. And 2 weeks after Superman, Fantastic Four enters, and it will probably chop the legs off of Superman, unless Superman is very, very well received, and maybe Fantastic Four is not. Okay? And we've been kind of curious, like, what's the deal with the marketing strategy here? Superman seems to be doing its own thing marketing. Fantastic Four marketing is ramping up. How effective is it? They don't seem to be going at each other very much. However, this would be the first sign of an actual shot across the bow from Kevin Feige to James Gunn. The fact that Gunn, or rather Feige, scheduled 30-minute previews in Brazil, and I also think they're actually in other markets as well. I think they're maybe doing some tonight as well. First 30 minutes of the movie, and the embargo is lifting the same day that the Superman reviews come out. So at a time when the Superman reviews are going to be incredibly mixed, and this is just my prediction, okay? This is just my prediction, all right? At a time when I think the Superman reviews are going to start coming out and be incredibly mixed, Fantastic Four reviews, which, number one, they're not even going to be full reviews. Okay, this is actually so smart. They're not even full reviews. They won't show up on an aggregator, and it was a fan event. So let me just ask you guys, how do you think those reviews are going to go for Fantastic Four tomorrow? How do you think the Brazilian people, some of the most passionate motherfuckers ever to walk the earth, are going to respond to a special 30-minute preview on the day that the Superman mixed as fuck reviews go live? How do you think that, you might not think the movie's going to be good. How do you think Brazil's going to react? Oh, who really cares? Says Denter Dyron. Who really cares? Who even cares, bro? Yeah, I think these reviews are going to be pretty positive tomorrow. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I mean, look, am I biased here? Yes. But I think Fantastic Four looks so much better than Superman. Like, legitimately. I think it looks so much better. Just literally looks better. I think it's going to be more adventurous. I don't think it's going to be controversial. I think it's going to be adventure, action, family, fun, heart. Every clip I see makes me excited. Every clip I see of Superman makes me sigh. Every clip I see of Fantastic Four makes me smile. Right? I think this movie, I think it looks so damn good. Now, we're going to do a whole thing, because after this week, we'll start talking about Fantastic Four numbers. We'll go over the Fantastic Four leaks. We'll do all the things we just did for Superman for the Fantastic Four movie. There is a lot that is potentially going to weigh down Fantastic Four. Mostly Phase 5, Phase 6, and all the stupid, silly shit we've had to deal with for the past 6 years, okay? Fantastic Four could be in some serious fucking trouble. Make no mistake about it. Fantastic Four could bomb. Fantastic Four potentially has a harder time overcoming the fatigue of comic books and fans than Superman does. All of that said, I think it looks way fucking better. I am way more excited for it, and I think Marvel has a ton of passionate fans all around the world. I mean, yes, they're putting up some real stinkers. They're putting up some numbers that are like, what the fuck are we doing here, right? At the same time, last year they had a movie do $1.3 billion worldwide. It was rated R. The year before that, They almost had $1 billion movie as they were end capped by bombs. You had Quantumania, bomb. You had The Marvels, the biggest bomb in the history of Hollywood. And in the middle of the year, you had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 almost making $1 billion without China. So the Marvel thing is like, it seems really hit or miss, but there's plenty of people that are lying in wait to go support Marvel movies. That is still a thing. And even though Brave New World underperformed, and even though Thunderbolts underperformed, there's still, what, top 5, top 6 films of the year still? Fantastic Four is a big mystery for me. I don't know if it's maybe just the numbers we've been following around Superman. Maybe it's just Gunn and his white spiky hair. But for whatever reason, I feel like the numbers talk about Fantastic Four has been kind of lost. I feel like we're not even sure what this fucking movie costs. I feel like we're not even sure what the projections are. I feel like there's so much less that we're talking about when it comes to Fantastic Four. Maybe that's actually good. Maybe that's going to serve the film well because it'll sort of be like Superman, 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 Fantastic Four. Right? As opposed to like when we talked about Brave New World for 2 years in a row thinking it was utter shit. Oh, maybe it'll be good. Wait, no, it's utter shit. Right? So I think tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. I think tomorrow is going to be fascinating. And I got to say, if we truly do experience something tomorrow where Superman is getting mixed reviews and Fantastic Four is getting glowing social media reviews, I got to tell you, I think that's really smart. I think that's really clever. And that feels like old school Kevin Feige to me. So that's what's going on tomorrow. Can't wait to hear more about this. I'm excited. Just more juice, baby. Just more juice. More excitement. Do you guys have any thoughts about this at all? What do you think about this? Oh no, Resident Justice is in here and says, what happens if they both get good reviews and reactions? So first of all, RJ, love to see you here. Glad you're in here. And also you're going to be in this clip now, which is kind of funny. But brother, you're the guy that has 5 scheduled showings of Superman. Have you ever asked yourself what's going to happen if it's ass? Like, what's going to happen to you, RJ, if Superman is fucking trash and you bought 5 tickets this week? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen, RJ. You're going to fucking pretend it's incredible. You're going to keep all of your criticisms to yourself. And I love you for it. You know what I mean? God bless, brother. Like like, you know, like that's, hey, you do you, I'll do me, and we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? No, I love RJ though, by the way. I really do. He's a great dude. What else is going on, chat? Sounds a lot like you. Yeah, maybe that's why we like each other. You know, we're similar, just on opposite ends, maybe. Check out the new Superman IMAX promo. Okay, is it a trailer here, chat? Oh, you know what? We gotta hide this. We don't want to trigger you guys with like political memes or a bunch of thoughts or whatever. Okay, what are we looking for here? Superman IMAX? Superman IMAX. How many frames of James Gunn are in this IMAX promo? What do you think? All right, let's see.
Let's roll, please, and action.
IMAX is the best way to see a movie like this. You're able to see all the elements of filmmaking come together in a big spectacle film.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
Seeing Superman fly, we want as much frame as you possibly can.
True.
James is extraordinarily deliberate and really is putting together action unlike any that you've ever seen before.
See, more of that, dude. If we hear a bunch of that, I know I keep going back and forth on this, but like seriously, that's what I want to hear more of. Action like you've never seen before. If that's all over the reviews tomorrow, then I think this thing goes high.
We're making some banging action worth seeing on a big screen.
Superman is just made for IMAX. You're almost inside the movie.
IMAX takes advantage of actual, real special effects.
By the way, I told you guys this before, but when I met Theory for the first time, we actually went to this building. We went into the arcade, And then we held each other and flew to the ceiling as well.
Of actual, real special effects. Visual effects. The musical score, which is so enormous and big and pounding. In a way, in a theater that you never could if you're
Enormous, big, and pounding. Hey, yo.
just watching it at home.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I liked how enormous and pounding it was. Should we watch it again?
Let's roll, please, and action.
IMAX is the best way to see a movie like this. You're able to see all the elements of filmmaking come together in a big spectacle film.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
Seeing Superman fly, we want as much frame as you possibly can.
All of this shit looks fucking incredible. Like, literally, all of that shit looks on point.
Deliberate, and really is putting together action unlike any that you've ever seen before.
We're making some banging action worth seeing on a big screen.
Superman is just made for IMAX. You're almost inside the movie.
IMAX takes advantage of actual, real special effects. Visual effects. The musical score, which is so enormous and big and pounding.
Enormous, big, and pounding.
In a way, in a theater that you never could if you're just watching it at home.
That's pretty good promo. Pretty good promo. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we'll see, man. Everything that I just said stands, man. I think we're on the razor's edge, and it's really going to depend on the reviews and the context of the reviews as well, for sure. For sure. Well, I guess that's what we got to say about the Fantastic Four, though. We will get our first little social media reviews of that tomorrow as a Rotten Tomato score comes out for Superman. I'm really interested to see how that goes. Thanks for watching, and if you like this clip, smash a like on the actual video and subscribe to this channel. That way more of these clips get into your feed. I've also linked the full episode below if you want to check out the entire thing, including the Q&A we do with fans. You can also watch this show live. We do it live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can also find all of my content, including the videos I put on my main YouTube channel, on the podcast feed.